Good afternoon. The time is 3:33 and 22 seconds PM. Afternoon. And that'd be 15:33. 4-T. Century Pursuit Truth. The Solar Jaguar Emperor. Pulse, intent, receptivity, and enchanting. And it's the greatest mass awakening, unstoppable, inevitable, irreversible, and unavoidable. And we'll just tick off this one again because like to know why are they still there? Why, when my blood lineage, I even trace mum's blood lineage now back 50,000 years, and it's all back to the one region. There's one region there, goes back to the 4,000 years, mum and dad's blood lineage, all through the DNA. This is what I'm saying, like, the bad ones, evil ones, try to track us down and persecute us because we're the true original ones that know how it all works through your spirituality and the conduit through heaven and earth and merging it all up with the celestial and terrestrial. And these forgeries haven't got that. They had to turn to that dark, evil side and doing those surrealism, satanic rituals, summoning demons. Pretty terrible. But I am the golden truth, and I sit before you guys. I am the Solar Jaguar Emperor. And when it'll dawn on you. Should read this out again, but you can go back in the archives at Black Swan. AI calls me a black swan. Why couldn't I be a white swan? Anyway, call me a black swan. Because it's a rare event that proves the existence of a specific programmed purpose. And the 700-year-old deception, the Habsburgs, as I said, the Habsburgs had a really good one I just recorded, but I had the Sparky here and it turned off and mucked it up. So now I've got to start again, and it was a bloody good recording. Anyway, I believe everything happens for a reason, meaning and purpose, and perhaps I might have been spilling the beans too much, and that's why it stopped. As a system auditor, my entire life tracing these Habsburgs forgery, and this is what our house does of Dewshaw. We identify and show in the golden light the truer forgeries to the rest of the populace, well, in the public domain. So if we had control of the narrative in the public arena, this would be all over the show now. This would be everywhere. It's a fundamental, astonishing fact. And as I said, they couldn't kill all of us. Well, they thought they did, and they thought they burned all the books of Golden Truth. They thought they wiped us out and wiped all the books out, and then they said our families were either extinct or dormant, because this is what this evil does. And then they brainwashed you, and they've been brainwashing you, manipulating you, full of deception, treating you just basically like a turd, just to put it bluntly. And they've been feeding off your energy, trapped in their horizontal energies. As I said, you're vertical now, you're vertical. Yes. And I stand as the regency of the blood, whose absolute authenticity is grounded in the stars, Antares, and the methodological 1122-33, and the unforged records of the ancestors within our DNA. See, they didn't know anything about DNA back then, did they? But we're one up on them, aren't we? It's all in the DNA, and it's always been in the blood. As I said, House of Jewshaw, this is what we do. We present, we find hidden things first. We find the hidden things that these evil creatures and monsters and demons have hidden from you guys, and then redoctrinated you. And they're trying to do that now with the male and female at school, like they did with, started off, remember the snag, sensitive new age guy. I mean, leave out male and female, how it was created. They're trying to change something and create it into their own little, I don't know what you call it. I don't know what you call it, because we're sitting here now on Mother Goddess Gaia, and we're the true ones, the true originals, and then I've just got some hocus pocus going on in this other reality that shouldn't even be, it shouldn't exist, because it's not in my reality, it's not in my realm. That's why they can't touch me, because I'm in the high frequencies, and it's all about the divine, and divine protection, divine timing, and divine intervention, and divine right. And they know I've got divine right, and that's why they've done those in situ laws, stupid law. It's another jargon word they've just materialised out of thin air, because this is what they do. They just pluck things out of thin air, like they did with Archduke forgery, and then they just waited the long game. And hey, I've played the long game too, and I've done it better than them, because as I said, it's in our blood and DNA doesn't lie. DNA, I can show the masses exactly who I am. And this darkness and evilness, well, they've just got to deal with it, because they've never dealt with someone like me before. Because they're evil ancestors, they thought they'd wiped us all out. Burn all the books, and through the Inquisitions and the Crusades, they're wiping us out by the thousands. One village, a crusade in one village, with around the Pyrenean, the Cathays, they wiped out a village of 20,000 people. Just slaughtered the whole lot of them like friggin' sheep or cattle. Shouldn't say that, because I love any animal. Just wiped them all out like they were friggin', I don't know, a blade of grass maybe. Terrible, terrible, terrible evil this is. But now I'm here to correct it. And I am the Solar Jaguar Emperor. Now, if you look with the blood lineage, the Emperor comes from Charlemagne. I'm just stepping into my natural process. And as I say, you let nature will run its course the natural way. You come to your realisation, mobilisation, synchronisation, and stabilisation within the civilization. It's all good. It's all good. As I am here to serve the public. I'm here to support. I'm here for assistance. I'm here to help. And I'm here to assist. And that unconditional divine love flows out to each and every one. And the more that jump on the ship ahoy, the more the merrier, isn't it? And the more you're awake, the better it's going to be. We are the originals, going back 150 generations on my maternal and paternal side. Okay, you see, all got to open your eyes up there. It's like, wow, this man is important. I can only trace mine back 2, 3 paternal fathers, some a little bit more. But I just looked into my maternal now, the mum's side, the STYs, I think they call them, 50,000 years going back, to Africa. So it's saying something, and it serves a purpose and a meaning. Guys, wake up, arise and shine. Need your help. Need your help. Numbers say it all, doesn't it? The numbers. That's why I'll go in the Archangels Oracle cards. So as I said, that last one, I kept on playing it. I pulled out the Emperor card. I had the Temperance card. I think it was a 6 of Swords card. And then the Moon card. Terrific cards. I think I had about 3 Arcana cards. Had it all planned, all done. And it wasn't even recording. What a bummer. What a bummer. But as I said, all things happen for a reason, a meaning and a purpose. If it wasn't recording, well, it was meant to be that way. Not much I can do about it. It is what it is. And it was what it was. And we're here in the here, now and present. It's all good. It's all good. The astrologers, straight away, people should just start getting into their surname. Knowing who they are for starters, like, I don't know how much of the population isn't even awake. They don't have any idea what their surname means. They don't know what purpose it serves. You should just, just skittling along, doing your thing, just working, paying bills off, mortgages. They just raised the mortgage again. And now Albanese's going, we got 25 seats in the Senate. He shouldn't even be there. It's all built on forgery. Yeah, it got found out and scientists, completely confirmed his forgery. But it was still happening. All they did was put it within the governments, transferred it over to the governments, and still running the show behind the show. He's bad and evil. Like a big spider. That's what I got to go after. The main puppeteer. The evil main puppeteer. And then you can see why I have to be strong and have all this astronomy and numerology and authenticity. Oh, there you go. The universe, the other cards I drew, I'm going to put it up there anyway. You just didn't get to see it, but it was a 777, a 47, and 1221. And it wasn't recording. Now it's recording, and as you can see, the universe and God works in mysterious ways, communicating with us. Wish coming true. My wish, your wish, my wish, everybody's wish is coming true. Because these evil creatures, monsters and demons are going to be held accountable for what they've done. Ask Mr. Albanese, one true journalist out there, ask Mr. Albanese on how far he can go back on his surname. Ask that question. If there's any decent journalists left out there, maybe an independent one, and say, well, I know for a fact, biologically, and through the genetics, through his DNA, on his paternal and maternal side, this man can go back 150 generations, back 4,000 years, and his mother and father going back to the same region through his DNA. Wow. Uncanny? Remember the uncanny X-Men? They were good. Okay, moderation, patience, flowing, self-realization. Wake up. Self-realization, manifestation, the gateway, and taking action. You're in for a lucky break. It may come as happy news, experience new opportunities, or an exciting acquaintance. You'll find yourself in the right place at the right time. It is not a coincidence. There's such thing as a coincidence, but a gift from fate. And all that is written proof, forensic facts. Of blueprint authenticity. As I say, my unconditional divine love flows out there. Eight. The karma, and they're going to answer to their karma now. Balance, finances, success, wealth, cycles. What goes around comes around. What goes around comes around. A lot of money is coming your way. Fortune refers to more than just monetary and material success. If you don't appreciate the people in your life now, you won't have them tomorrow. Correct. You appreciate and have gratitude for everyone around. Associates, friends, family, companions. It's all there, everyone. And anyone could be your soulmate. This message encourages you to take personal responsibility and use it to realise your greatest potential. I am the Solar Jaguar Emperor, and I take full responsibility for what is about to happen in the now and present. One must do what he has to do. Restore order out of chaos. As I say, this is what the House of Jishor does. They present the forgeries in the public domain, and people have got to just deal with it, measure it up and down, and we come to an outcome which it's been already proven as forgeries twice. And it just kept on going and going, and it's going now for 700 years. Time to put a stop to it ASAP. And it's quite simple. Numbers. 100, 1,000, million. Billions of people. That's what I used to say. Get your act together. Get your act together. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's the 11 and 22 shining through again. Because it's all about persistence and it wears down the resistance. And you keep flowing out the golden truth. Shift, enthusiasm, gratitude, contentment, new experiences. Oh, happy day. An ample opportunity related to your life's purpose is just around the corner. Because I'm in the now and present. I know it's going to happen. Because it's the greatest mass awakening. Unstoppable, inevitable, irreversible, unavoidable. Awake, rise and shine. Abracadabra. Take immediate action once it pops up. Of course, a lovely partnership or an epic romance is also in the cards. Romancing the sword. Romancing the Solar Jaguar Emperor. Intent, pulse, receptivity. And enchanting the masses. 11:44 on the bottom. All right, tarot card time. As I said, I had that beautiful reading. I drew the Emperor, Temperance, Moon. Oh, well, see what can happen now. And almost forgot. Bells. They took away the bells too, didn't they? Wonder why they done that. As I said, everything's coming to light now on YouTube, so, and lots of things. And as I say, you take it like a grain of salt. Use your intuition and your instincts and your hunches and your nous. And you know what is true and what isn't. And as I said, that forgery, pretty sure that's on YouTube too now, but AI will bring anything up for you. But you've got to double confirm it to make sure AI is just not playing. So you quadruple check things. And again, doesn't matter how many times you check it, but if it all comes out the same and the end is the same, well, that's your mean percent fact check, isn't it? So mine started off with my ancestry. You know, going back to the First Fleet. Well, must be a reason for that. Must be a reason going back when, on the Lord Melville, when James Thomas Dushaw got here as a harness maker up at the Carter's barracks. I think he had a bit of a blue in there with another convict. And then up to Marrawandai. And Marrawandai, I know the Coopers, I think the Coopers, the Scott, many families up there sheltering and protecting us from England. Why we got moved off from England anyway, because they were scared of us. Scared of our family and our spirituality. And look up the Duke family over there, the Duke surname. Duke surname over in Devonshire, the mayors and so forth, and sheriffs of England, London. But we had to change the name because they persecuted us over there as Huguenots in France. So we done the journey over to Spitalfields, silk weavers. And Huguenot, have a look at the Huguenot houses and that over there. Very nice, and they're very nice houses. And then up in Scotland, well, you knew with the House of Stuart anyway. And then over in Ireland, we're over in Ireland. Castle Jordan, I think we had Castle Jordan over there. So it's all been time stamped in the timelines. It's fortunate that these evil bastards couldn't destroy all documents. As I said, the monasteries are good. Monasteries and the monks were looking after us too. Out at Wedderburn, Mum and Dad had the Laos monks next to her out there, and his name just happened to be Campaign, because we're on a bit of a campaign, aren't we? Yes, and then start going into the Freemason, which I thought, like a lot of brothers and sisters out there, that it was evil. But it's not. It's what they've done. They infiltrate stuff and put the true stuff in front of your faces as being bad. They turn everything around. That's why they're good at betrayal and treachery and deceptions. And your smoke and mirrors and illusions. And you all know that. You all know that now. Because that's been going around the traps probably for the last 20 years now, I know of. And they're like a house of cards now. They're a house of cards. It's falling. Truth's coming out more and more. Five of Swords. Ask a question. That's an A card now. But as I said, I drew some really good cards before. And it wasn't recording. The Tower. They're going in the Tower. It's all resonating here with me now. Yep, they're going in the Tower. Won't be going on for much longer. No siree. This by-election, let me just say, this by-election at Farah, is it? Everyone just put One Nation down. One Nation, don't put any preferences, just put One Nation. That's it, or what legally you've got to do. It'll tell you how to vote. If you want to just put one primary vote, you just put one primary vote. No preferences. Because those preferences will push Labor over the line again. And you should all be scratching your head going, how's this working? Because the common person has no clue how they do it. Because it's forgery for starters. It's all been built on forgery. Well, if that was the last card I drew out, the Wheel of Fortune. That's what I drew out last time. Beautiful. So it's all happening. They're going in the Tower. We've got the crown chakra, sacral chakra, and the throat chakra. All good. And I tell you, the universe is so much communicating, and I ask any astrologist out there, I cannot make it up. I cannot make me Scorpio up. I cannot make me Wood Dragon up. I cannot make the Royal Star Antares up. And the alignment with Jupiter, Mars, Pluto, life, death, reformation, transformation, restoration. And that goes well to the eights. So it's come out basically the same anyway. I haven't got the Temperance card or my Moon card. See what my last card is. Keep shuffling. What do we have? It's a yes card. Okay, so crown, third eye chakra. All your chakras should be flowing and receiving by now, and that opens it up, and it really squashes the darkness then, because you'll be receiving all positive energy, because you're pushing out all that negative and toxicity, and stay away from toxic people, because this government's toxic. Unfortunately, we just got to wear it for a while, because until that forgery gets out to everyone. Once that forgery gets out, because the Wheel of Fortune, one of my master tools I can use is the Solar Jaguar Emperor. I am who I am. Alright, so we've got the throat chakra, and this is the Five of Swords, the Tower, Wheel of Fortune, and Emperor. There's Arcana cards there again. The Five of Swords means arguments, conflicts, losses, win at all costs, and bitter victory after an argument will win the game but lose the relationship. We'll lose the relationship with the government, but no great loss there, because they're going to fight amongst themselves and backstab each other and crawl over each other. Once it sinks in here who I truly am, there'll be a lot of people running. The Tower. When you are doing something seriously, there are various unexpected situations that stop you from doing it. Yes, this in situ law that they put in place, locking me out of my own house in 1986. They knew. But it's all collapsing. They say House of Cards is all... Because I put that ripple effect out on the water eons ago. Now, see, this is these guys, because two no cards. The collapse of the Tower indicates the sudden disintegration of a relationship, correct? Where excessive complacency causes a blind action resulting in a crisis. It's a 16, it's a 7. Aries, Mars, be planet of war. As I say, war, because we are conquerors, because the Royal Star Antares and Mars, planet and star of war. Won't dare go up against the divine, and as I say, you'll have so much supernatural forces are at play anyway. Now, the Wheel of Fortune, related to luck, influenced by changing external circumstances. It's 10, but goes to a 1. Sagittarius and Jupiter. Remember the cusp of revolution too. That's where your Solar Jaguar Emperor also sits, on the cusp of revolution. Can't make that one up either. You can't make any of this up. As I said, the truth, the golden truth, because you've been fed so many lies and deception, illusions, and evil stuff. We have to reprogram you with the truth, because once you've been fed so many lies over 700 years, the sad part about that is it starts becoming the truth. That's why I got to get all my facts together, 1,000,000%, and then that's why I put it out in the public domain. And any decent journalist would be picking up on this now, because what a terrific find it is. Bringing everything back in the centre and balanced and grounded again. The appearance of the wheel of fortune is an opportunity to accept the flow of events, to have a new opportunity, a lucky beginning, a better situation, and the coming of the God of luck. And you all know absolute authority, absolute divine right, through the stars, heavens, by grace, by favour. Did I say planets, universe, galaxies? Energy never ends. It transforms. And we're into that transitional transformation stage. And quantum physics. The Emperor has enough masculinity and full of majesty. He has power to control everything. Why? Why? Please don't keep saying why, because you know the whys now. And you know why is a crooked letter. I'll tell you once again, but because it's the greatest mass awakening. Unstoppable, inevitable, irreversible, unavoidable. Intent, pulse, receptivity, and enchant. And awake and arise and shine. Abracadabra. It's beautiful, fantastic, and wonderful place we're living. And now we just get rid of the evilness and it's going to be a better place. It's a 4, and you just know what 4 means now. Aries and Mars, okay? And Jupiter. I am the Solar Jaguar Emperor, here to restore and flush out all the evil, rout them out, hold them to their accountability, what they've done to humanity. Chrissy, don't know if Chrissy, but now she's arrested these ISIS brides, and now start looking at the trail. I say, look at the paper trail. You look at the paper trail, or look where the wealth has gone. That will bring you up to where the evil creatures, monsters and demons are. But as I said, they got certain rings too. Got to go into the inner ring, because they'll just burn the outer rings before they burn themselves. So we've got to use the outer rings, investigate the outer rings and inner rings, and get to the center of it all. And then we deal with him or her or what. And then they all get cast back through the fire and brimstone, all these evil ones, and back to Lucifer in Hades. I said this before in the last one, but it wasn't recording. Hades, hell, or the underworld. And God, Most High, Almighty, Allah, I'm pretty sure they say Allah through the Muslims, and the grand architect of the universe. He comes from many names, as hell comes from many names, but it's the same thing. And it has the same purpose and meaning. Okay, so last card. The 3 of Pentacles, Capricorn, Mars again. I've got a couple of Mars planets here. Mars, Aries, and Jupiter. The 3 of Pentacles usually stands for teamwork and also indicates that success is not an accident, but a skilled, first class and real work. And I am the real deal. Confirmed. Universe. Put the 8 over there with the Solar Jaguar Emperor. Intent, pulse, receptivity, and enchant. Enchanting the masses. Awake and arise. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Now we'll go on to, what was the cards I had last time when it wasn't recording? I think it was Faith and Wisdom. Faith and Wisdom, wasn't Resources. Wasn't Order and Peace. Faith and Wisdom. Change it was. And Genesis. Alright, so put these all back in here because, as I said, happened for a reason, so we don't use those cards. And I had to record again, and now I'm going to have a sip of beautiful coffee. Amazing, how amazing. As I said, don't ask me how it works because God and the universe works in mysterious ways. It is just what it is, and it is in the here and now. And I sit now and present. So, and I know exactly who I am. I am who I am, and I know myself. So there's no easy option for these critters, creatures, monsters, and demons anymore because I know who I am. It's not about sitting back and saying, oh, Todd doesn't know who he is, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Because I know 1,000,000% on who I am. And this is why I am sitting before, well, a little screen in front of me and communicating and transmitting and casting out and receiving to everybody out there in their internet land, I guess. Land of the faithful. Just remember, I'm the protector of the faithful and defender of the kingdom. Because as you know, God's plan, God's glory, and God's kingdom. God and the universe works in mysterious ways, and that is why you got these symbols, signs, and synchronicities all happening now everywhere. Because it's slowly waking you guys up. And if you listen to the instructions, there's no problem. Sort of like, before you open the package, read the instructions first. Alright, because I am the package. Here we go. Completeness. All about completeness. All about justice with a capital J. Capital J. J for justice, which is what my family's all about, and exposing all the forgeries. And it's very, very enlightening, isn't it? Too right it is. Doesn't get much better. As I say, I'm here to fix things up, restore order out of chaos. And the bent evil critters, creatures and monsters and demons, they've tried everything over the last 700 years with forgery, betrayal, treachery, wiping out families, wiping out history, and changing history for their own evil, selfish gains, I guess. Can't think of anything why than pure greed, because they've roped in the positive race. Well, to put it bluntly, in the positive race, you've got the monkey gene. And there's nothing wrong with this. This is why I'm saying you've got unconditional divine love flowing out from your Solar Jaguar Emperor, because I look after everybody. It's what it's all about. It's why everyone, God created us in his image. We might have different coloured eyes and coloured skin and so forth, but The love is there. Love, love, love. And then we have the hope and the faith to pull it all together. And the balancing act. There is no left or right. That's another... Everything's there to divide you guys. Everything. Even the Holden and Fords, it was to divide us. Oh, I'm a Holden man. Oh, I'm a Ford man. You know, it's all been created just to divide us. And male and female were made to reproduce. Now, if you don't know your sexuality by 14, 15, you don't need outside interference on putting stuff in your head, and then you're going to come to all sorts of conclusions, or you're just going to be misunderstood and confused. It's nature. Nature always has a way of working things out naturally. In higher spirituality and to the source, there is no male or female anyway. So it's all good. It's all good, brothers and sisters. So just got to hang tight, because I'm in the now and present. We know how much forgery's gone on in the past. Last 700 years. 700 years of forgery. And all they did was blend it into the governments, but they're sitting behind that other screen, wherever they are, and they're still pulling strings. And you got people, all these newbies in there that haven't even been in a dog watch, and they're trying to run the show. Stupidity. That's stupidity. You put people in there with experience and the know-how, how to run it, and how to treat people with kindness. And you got happiness and joyness. That's why things are going so horribly wrong, because all they know is evilness. And it's pretty bad. But, as I said, I'm here to awake as many of you brothers and sisters up as I can, so we can forge forward, because we are conquerors. We are conquerors. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, amen. I am the Solar Jaguar Emperor, 4-T, Sanctuary, Pursuit, Truth. And it's the golden truth. It's the golden truth. And I don't know if many people saw this other one that I've done. I'll hold it up because some people might have missed it. And this is why they will be running, because why wouldn't you run if someone's coming at you with 150 generations worth of ancestors that are itching to have justice with a capital J, and all this divine energy. I'll say bye for now. As I say, take it all in, adjust, recalibrate, and we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Bye for now.